happy 2022. That is a very clumsy year to say. That's gonna be weird to get used to. But hello, my name is Caitlin, and if you're new here, I am a writer, I'm an aspiring author, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm jumping right into this year with all of my goals, all of my plans. I really want to make this a really, really good year. So I'm going to share my goals with y'all. The last time I made any kind of goals video, I think I made one for 2020, but we all know what happened, and those goals all immediately flew out the window. And with 2021, I didn't even really try to make any goals. To be quite honest, I was like, let's just get through the year and see how this year progresses. Overall, 2021 wasn't great, but it wasn't fully terrible. There are a lot of good things that happened in the year still, but I definitely didn't really devote any time or energy to making things better. I kind of just focused on staying level, if you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of us did that this past year. We were just trying to get through the year. But for me personally, I really want 2022 to be a big year for me. I want a lot of changes, a lot of new things, and a lot of growth. So I'm gonna share my goals with y'all. My first major goal is all about my writing. I have been writing on and off for a really long time. If you followed me in November, you know that I did National Novel Writing Month, and I did not win NaNoWriMo, but I ended up with the start of a book that I really, really love. My goal initially had been to complete the zero draft in December, and that didn't happen. In all fairness, if y'all don't know, I work at Disney World, and working in theme parks over the holidays is a lot. It's chaotic. If you've never been to the theme parks during the holidays, oof, it's a lot. And I didn't really have the time or the energy to really focus on my writing the way it deserves. But that is one of my major goals for 2022, is I want to not only complete that zero draft, I want to start getting it out there, which is a little crazy when you think about it, because that's a lot. That's a lot to get a book not only written, but also polished enough that you can start participating in things like, Twitter pitch events or querying. I might have bit off a little bit more than I can chew, but you know what? Dream big. And my dream is to complete the zero draft of Project Graveyard and get it workable enough that I can start actually pursuing it. Along those lines, I also really want to kind of capture my writing process through my YouTube channel. I also have a blog that I've kind of worked on and off for like literally forever, and I'd really like to work on the blog as well. I've got all the social media stuff, everything's linked down below, but I'd really like to make YouTube something consistent. If you saw my last video, I was like, I'm gonna do Vlogmas, and that immediately tanked. I don't think daily vlogging is sustainable for where I am right now, but I would really like to put up, 2 videos a week, maybe 3 if things are going really well. So that is one of my other main goals, is to post consistently to YouTube and to other social medias too, just kind of like build that. Another really important component of writing is reading, and I'm not great at reading consistently. I am the poster child for the former gifted and talented kid who read constantly and now barely reads, which is a little upsetting. Literally, my first word was books. I know that sounds like a bit, but it really was. I read constantly as a kid. I was always carrying books around. That was my personality, was reading. And once I got to college, it all just fell out the window, and now I will read 4 books in a week, and then I won't read again for 6 months. And I kind of hate that, because I see all these people posting about books that they love and they really enjoy, and writers they've been learning from, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that too. And do I sit down to read? Absolutely not. So if you have book recommendations, please give them to me. I would love to read some new stuff for this year. I have a list already forming. My Kindle is actually charging as we speak, because it hasn't been charged in a long time. So, I mean, that's how bad my reading state has been. I think the last time I read books is I read 4 books back in September, and just haven't read since. So that's one of my goals for 2022, reading more. I've missed it. I really want to read more. I really want to read all these cool books that everyone else is reading, and I feel left out. Outside of reading and YouTube and writing, I have some big things happening this year, and one of them is I am moving to a new home, which is super exciting. It's actually happening this month. We are moving from our apartment and into a house that we are renting. And I say we, that includes my fiance Shane and our cat Hiccup. And I have lived in this tiny little 1-bedroom apartment for forever. And let me just tell you, a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 people, a cat, and a lot of hobbies is not enough space. So we are so excited to be moving into an actual house that I will get to decorate and make it our own and have so much space. Oh my gosh, this space. I'm already trying to figure out like where I want to make it like my writing area in the house. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited about it. This also leads into the other big thing that's happening this year, a lot of life changes. I'm getting married. So Shane and I have been together for 5 years, 5.5. We got together, we started dating in 2016. We'd known each other for quite a while before that. And we got engaged last April. And we started like actually planning the wedding in November. So we have a date. It is literally 11 months from today. We will be getting married. So I have a wedding to plan and I'm so excited. I'm one of those people that I've been like planning my wedding since I was 6. Like there is no shame in that. There is no shame in having a Pinterest board full of wedding stuff. Like if you enjoy it, go for it. If you're not a wedding person, then fine. You don't have to be a wedding person. It's totally cool. I'm a wedding person. I'm very excited. It's very much like a Anna Green Gables kind of vibe with like a lot of pinks. Like that's the best way I've been describing it. But we're getting married in a historic high school that was built in the early 1900s and has been converted into an events venue, which it's perfect. It's literally perfect. And I'm really excited. So there's gonna be some wedding planning stuff happening over the next year, just a little bit. And then my final big goal for 2022 is taking better care of myself. I have a chronic illness called Hashimoto's disease, which is, it kind of goes along with hypothyroidism. So basically, the 2 conditions that I have, the hypothyroid means that my thyroid does not function, and it's responsible for regulating a lot of the stuff in your body. So it's very important. The other condition, the Hashimoto's disease, basically if my body produces any thyroid hormone, it thinks that I'm being attacked and attacks it. And so it's not great. It's not great. That's the short version. If you'd like to know more, like I'd be happy to make a video about that. I actually asked to be checked, like asked to get my thyroid checked because of another YouTube video. So yeah, if you want to know more about it, like I'm perfectly happy talking about it. But one thing that I really want to do for myself this coming year is to really take better care of myself and taking better care of the symptoms of my illness. I don't know about y'all, but my eating habits are all over the place. I don't drink water unless I'm at work, but only at one of my jobs, because I'm trained in several things at Disney World, but my primary location is Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom. So of course I'm driving in the heat, I'm talking, I'm constantly drinking water. Any other time, I forget to drink water. It's not great. I don't really move my body as much as I should. I used to be, pre-COVID, I was very active in local theater. And so I was constantly running to rehearsals and I was dancing and I was moving around. And my job that I had before Kilimanjaro Safaris was at the Great Movie Ride, which meant that I was constantly running. Literally on my acting resume, it says under like my special skills, can run in heels while firing a gun, because that was literally what my job entailed. And I wasn't in the best shape because I still wasn't eating very well or drinking enough water, but I was at least moving my body consistently. And I deserve better than that. I deserve to be hydrated, I deserve to fuel my body properly, and I deserve to be active and move around and have a body that is functioning as best as it can be. And also, if I'm taking care of those things, it's going to improve a lot about my illness. So that's something that moving forward, I really want to be very aware of and really try to focus on that. I also, like, I don't know about y'all, but over the course of like the past 2 years when I'm not really doing anything other than going to work and coming home, like I haven't really taken good care of my hair or my skin or worn makeup or worn cute clothing. And I really like to start all of that over again. I actually did my makeup because I'm about to go to work in a little bit. So this is, in the words of Mia Thermopolis, this is as good as it's gonna get. But I would like to take better care of my skin and my hair and dress myself in a way that makes me happy and do my makeup if that makes me happy. So I like to do more of that for myself this coming year. So those are my goals for 2022. Still, really awkward year to say. That's gonna be weird to get used to. But I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this year. I think it's gonna be a really good year. At least I'm hoping. I have a lot of optimism because sometimes all you have is optimism. But please share with me what your goals are for 2022 if you want to write more, if you want to read more, if you have another goal or a big life change that you're looking forward to for this year. Please share that with me. I would love to get to know y'all, and I am really excited to be more active here. So like and subscribe if you had a good time, if you want to hang out some more later. All my socials are down below. I'm not good at outros. We're going to figure that out over this year, but I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye!